there some kind of grand design? I'm not much of a believer. But the improbability of the sequence of events that has led to you.
That's why I'm here. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Kennedy. Congratulations.
You are an extraordinary person. You were an extraordinary person in high school, and we wish you guys the best.
I have a very quick story. We had dinner at the Posners after your semester abroad in Kenya, and I could tell that your life had been rocked, like you had been totally transformed.
My boss gave Max a day with Brian for his bar mitzvah.
And Jess and Max came to work at Lita. Shortly
You corrupted them for life.
It's a testament to their parents that they let those kids come and hang out.
Was perhaps that the Columbine play?
It was.
I won't ever forget that Helen and David allowed their beautiful son to come and spend a day with Brian Freeland in a warehouse.
So what do you two think that Kennedy is in for with a lifetime with Jessica Posner?
Oh boy, I think she's. I think they're in for a ride. I think it's never going to be dull.
So as I was so wrong about your parents so many years ago, I had to stand up tonight and get a do-over. Okay?
When you think of this couple who's essentially had 3 weddings, just lovely. I sort of just breathed out for them tonight because it was like exhale and we're finished and we can finally just be what we know we've always been, which is totally in love and totally each other's partners for life. Yes, there's the part of them that are these amazing doers and creators and make it happeners. But then there's the part of them that's just a boy and a girl in love and living that out.
I think that when people describe Jessica and Kennedy and their relationship, they sort of miss the point a lot because they talk about the work that they're doing and they talk about their achievements and they talk about their plans and their activities and the sort of insanity of their story, which is insane, sure, but Jessica and Kennedy, the spine of your relationship is far sillier, sloppier, and simpler than all of those narratives. Now, I've never been married, but from my narrow and specific experiences with various sorts of relationships, I think the ones that work are where you really crack each other up. And this is something that comes remarkably easy to both of you.
Really necessary for you to let the fire alarm off?
Yes, it was.
Nice. Kind of sixth grade, wasn't it?
I remember this whole thing.
All right. Actually, I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Excited for them. They seem like a really authentic. Like authentic was the word that they used before, and I've always, every time that I've seen them, they seem like genuinely happy with each other, and I really can't imagine them being anything but. Yeah. Maybe a little crazy.
Yeah,
but
crazy.
Always happy crazy.
Yeah, I love you guys. I love you both a lot. That's my forehead. That's my forehead. This is my nose. It's my mouth.
She was someone to listen to and talk to, someone to teach me the ways of the world as I sat on the bathroom countertop while she curled my hair.
Congratulations, Jess and Ken!
I just want to say that I'm so lucky to have a new brother, Kennedy, and I'm so proud of you guys.
I just want to wish you both the best. This was an amazing night, and I hope you had a great time, too.
I'm happy, and I want to congratulate you both.
I just have really enjoyed hearing all the things people have said about you, and I've really enjoyed tonight. So, yeah. Congratulations.
Nice. I'm going to ask one more question. As women of this extended family, what do you kind of make of Jessica and what she's, the whole story? I mean, it's the whole thing, going to Kenya, starting the school. What kind of message do you think that sends out to other young women?
I think it's incredible, and I think none of us could have ever expected this. It was so spontaneous and out of the blue. But it's really inspiring for everyone, so I just think it's great.
Yeah, I think I can't believe it's my own cousin. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
The other day, I had a friend who was like talking to other friends of mine, and she was like, do you know about Raphae's sister? She's Gandhi. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's Jessica. I call her JJ. Like, she's not Gandhi. She's great. I love you.
She's a kid who doesn't just let things happen. Right. She makes things happen. There was a nightclub night on the ship when we were making our trip with her to Greece and Turkey and the islands.
After her bat mitzvah.
Yes, and so she was just turning 14 maybe. I was, 69, and she wanted to dance with me at that nightclub. And so the music, she called it music, was playing, and the dancing, she called it dancing, was happening, and I was a complete flop. And so I wanted to quit. And she said, Grandpa, no, I'll move you. And so it seemed like hours to me, but for 2 minutes, we continued dancing.
We were in Berkeley the summer that she was born, the spring and summer she was born, and she wasn't supposed to be born for another week or so. I woke up one morning and just knew that this was the day. I hadn't been writing poetry for some time. I've been writing different kinds of things, and I wrote my first poem in years, and that started me on years of writing, and it was about her birth. Yes.
Jessica was the one who taught me when I was probably 3-4 years old about how when you're off stage, you can't peek out around the curtains. So I learned this lesson, and we would put on shows on the Cape in the summer, and she would organize everything, and I would want to see what was happening when I wasn't out there, so I would peek around the curtain, she would come over and just yell at me. She'd tell me it was the rudest thing you could possibly do. It was unprofessional. She was probably, 8 years old at this
8 years
point?
old and bossing you around?
Yeah.
So Jessica was reading to Gabe. She thought she was so good at reading, and she had this alphabet book called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And so she's reading it to Gabe. She thinks she's so cool, and she's making it up because she can't read to save her life at like age 5 or 6, and Gabe's about 3. And Gabe comes, grabs the book, crying to his mother, and she goes, "Why is she reading it so randomly?"
Now we're talking to the evening's bartenders.
As you can see, we've gone through many bottles.
And we're not quite sure what's going on still, but we do know one thing.
Yeah, what do you know?
That Jess and Kennedy love each other more than anything in the world, and that they are going to have a great rest of their life. And any part that we're going to play in it is going to be an amazing, amazing time.
Right.
First,
they're surrounded by friends and family who love them dearly and wish them the very best in their lives. Can't wait to keep celebrating and drinking with them.
Exactly. Now, somebody's got to have an embarrassing story about somebody. Wow, you're counting.
What happens at Wesleyan stays at Wesleyan.
Well said. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
I know that lots of people are very, very interested or excited by their story, and it makes really, really good media.
Hey, I can tell you it does.
But it's really just about two of the most humble and beautiful and loving and caring people that I know.
We're at Jessica and Kennedy's wedding.
Yeah. I'm not sure you're allowed back here.
Huh?
I'm not sure you're allowed back here.
Oh my god. I thought this was where the cake was.
Take the cake and go.
You are one of the few people I have never, ever, ever lied to.
Did you ever lie to me?
All the time, yeah, all the time.
Have you ever lied to me?
Yeah, all the time.